So we started Chapter 3, Section 7 today on percents, and we solved the simple percent problem. So that part's already done. Now we need to be able to find percent change. So, suppose the price of a $20 sweatshirt increases by $2. We can figure out the increase as a percent. So we're going to take the increase in price, it was a $2 increase in the original price, and when we divide them, we get a percent. So that means it's a 10% increase. There was a 10% increase in the price. This is an example of percent change. Percent of change is the ratio of amount of change to original amount expressed as a percent. When a value increases from its original amount, it's percent increase. And when a value decreases, it's a percent decrease. So let's do an example. The price of a sweater decreased from $29.99 to $24.49. Find the percent of decrease. So for all of these problems, whether it's increase or decrease, we're going to use this ratio right here, the amount of change divided by the original amount. So amount of change divided by original amount. So to find the amount of change, we need to subtract. So we started at $29.99 minus the $24.49. When we subtract those, we end up with $5.50 divided by the original amount, which was $29.99. And then all we have to do is divide. And we get 0.18339 in our calculator, but we want to turn this into a percent. So what percent did it go down? Well, remember we moved the decimal over twice, so about 18.3% decrease. So that means that the price went down about 18%. Let's try another. Find the percent change if a price of a CD increases from $12.99 to $13.99. Round to the nearest percent. So remember we want amount of change divided by the original. So this one's a little easier. We can do this in our head. From $12.99 to $13.99, it went up $1. Now if we divide that by the original amount, we end up with 0.07698, and then it goes on and on. Remember, we want to round this to the nearest percent, so move the decimal over twice. This would be like 7.6%, 7.7% actually. So that's about an 8% increase. And now this problem is very, very similar, except we're going to get a much different answer. Find the percent change if the CD is on sale and its price decreases from $13.99 to $12.99. So remember, we want amount of change divided by original. So our amount of change is the same, but our original price is $13.99 here. So when we divide this, we end up with 0.0714793, blah, blah, blah. So if we move it over twice, we end up with about a 7% decrease. And that's because $1 is less of $13.99 than it is of $12.99. So it's an 8% increase if the price goes up $1, but it's a 7% decrease if the price goes down. So we're going to practice some of this stuff tomorrow with some real life problems in like a grocery store setting. So make sure you write down any questions you have, and we'll go over them tomorrow in class. Have a good night.